And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and providing you the timely truth centered around your real estate, credit, finance, estate plans, tax plans, marketing, a lot of real estate talk here on the show and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, but most importantly, we want to engage you in an effort to help you win in any marketplace.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Now, we want you to save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
Give us a call on our hotline. We had some great calls this week. Folks wanting to get out of the renting situation into buying a home. I really appreciate it. A gentleman called on behalf of one of his employees rather. And, you know, we love changing lives. That's changing a life one at a time here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. A lot of folks reaching out for credit improvement, the referrals for attorneys. We've got lots of attorneys here that we can refer you to. Lots of ways that we can help you here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and that's what we want to do. That's what we set the show up for. So it's Consumer Quarterback Show, Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. Back in studio, my man Leo Cannyn, Barrel Engineering. Welcome in.
Well, thanks for having me back. Since we had our first day of 90-degree weather this week, rolling into next week, I plan to talk today about what you can do to be safe in the summer environment.
Summer environment is going to bring those rains. It's going to bring that high wind. A lot to think about in the world of Barrel Project Engineering. One of the best in the studio here with us today, Leo Cannyn. Also making her debut, Paulina is in the house. Amicis, representing Amicis Catering.
Hello.
Paulina, welcome in.
Thank you for having me. So fun.
My pleasure. AKA the party guru.
That's me.
I
Your
like
girl
it.
Paulina. Hashtag your girl Paulina.
Hashtag your girl Paulina. Awesome. So everything to do with parties and, of course, catering.
Yes.
Awesome. What are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about how a catered meal can help you close your next deal at your office. And I'm going to share the different kinds of events we cater at.
I like it. A catered meal to close your next deal. I like it. And invoking the law of reciprocation, too. If you're in sales, you're out there, if you're selling something and you're bringing in a nice catered meal, you're going to get some good favor out of that. That's going to help.
Amicis will seal the deal.
Yeah, I like it. Good stuff. Also, Debbie Perez making her debut. Tweak Your Space. Welcome in.
Thank you, Brandon. I'm going to talk
pleasure.
about Tweak Your Space. Tweak Your Space is a menu-driven flat fee decorating service where we give you fully decorated spaces all within your budget. And guess what? We use everything you already have.
Now, that's the big kicker right there. A lot of people are thinking, well, I got to go out and buy all this new furniture, this new decor, but you have a different angle on that.
That's right.
I like it. Saving people money. That's what we like to do here on the show, too. We do it for veterans. We help veterans when it comes to purchasing real estate. We offer discounts and rebates back to them. We've got great mortgage lenders associated with this show. All types of consumer advice here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we want to help you win in any marketplace. We want to give a shout out to Kipton's, the Hotel Zamora on beautiful St. Pete Beach. Now, this is our hotel partner, so if you want to call them up, let them know the real estate quarterback sent you, you're going to get 20% off of your staycation over at Kipton's, the Hotel Zamora on beautiful St. Pete Beach. Now, they've got a restaurant on site, the Castile restaurant. They've got the lounge, the rooftop, the pool, the hot tub. If you're a boater like me, I like getting out there on the weekends with Freedom Boat Club. You pull your boat up, you dock, you hang out for the day or the weekend or longer at Kipton's, the Hotel Zamora on beautiful St. Pete Beach. Now, make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. Take them up on that offer, 20% off. Going to put a bottle of wine in your room and a charcuterie platter as well. All compliments of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, so couple of hot listings here. As you know, I'm the host of the show. I'm Brandon Rhymes. I'm the owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. A couple of hot listings I want to let you know about. Looking for my $1.5 million buyers out there. Where are my $1 million players at? 9825 Wilski Boulevard in Tampa. 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 2 half bath, over 5,500 square feet. Private conservation style lot with water. You got water in the back. You got a beautiful lakefront. 1.5 million just outside of West Chase. That's the best part of this house. There's no HOAs. It's right outside of West Chase. Beautiful home, exquisite home, perfect for entertaining. And taking you up US 19 a bit up to 5105 Bay Boulevard in Port Richey. 3 bedrooms, 3 bath. This is the Martha's Vineyard subdivision. $563,000, over 6,200 square feet. Waterfront, again, with beautiful views overlooking the gorgeous Gulf of Mexico. And coming up later in the show, we got our top 10 songs about Florida sunshine, and we also have our feel-good story of the week. So stay with us here. We got an all-star lineup for you today. Let's jump right into it. Leo Kane back in the house. What are you seeing out there?
I just had a weird thought. Imagine if Rio's Tuscan Grill was in the lobby of Hotel Zamora. You can get 20% off your sleep and 20% off your meal all at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. You get a free water with lemon thrown on top.
Yeah, and
Coffee
the
on
appetizer,
Sundays.
right?
They get coffee in the morning, too. That's a heck of a deal.
Just combine the two.
There you go. I like it. I like where your head's
So how
at.
do we get the Kipton's Hotel Zamora to put a Rio's Tuscan Grill in their lobby?
That's gonna be pulling some major strings there. I don't know if there's room for it.
Well, you do know the mayor of St. Pete.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So we can make
for
it happen.
We could.
I could design it.
There you go. So you're going to help design. You're going to help with the sinkhole, any sinkhole issues.
I don't think the Hotel Zamora has a sinkhole.
No, of course not. No. I'm switching to consumers now.
Oh.
So consumer wise, you're able to help with the structural engineering side, residential, commercial. You're helping with a lot of different scenarios. We talked also about the Sea Aquarium. You guys got a lot of good things happening.
Yeah, I mean, just this week we signed on another municipality. So we'll be working with Brevard County, City of Melbourne, and Sebastian Inlet. I know that's on the east coast of Florida.
Yeah,
We'll be
that's
working
cool.
with them to help close out the permits.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So you have a corporate side to your business where you're working with municipalities, corporations, commercial buildings, and then of course you can help. A lot of our listeners are most likely residential. You can help in that space too.
Yeah, speaking of commercial, we had this awesome, I can't talk much about it, but they're taking an older building and they're putting a clean room inside of the shell of the older building. So it's going to be like a 10,000 square foot medical facility.
Cool.
Just smack dab in the middle of a 1950 block building.
Wow, that's really cool.
It's going to be awesome. I wish I could talk more about it. It's just neat. It's all modular construction.
Yep.
So you can keep the existing shell and you basically build a building within the building, which allows you to have your clean rooms to meet all your new standards without having to take down the old building.
What's that term? Clean room.
It's just a level of cleanliness that needs to be there. Like if you think back to the movies, the Resident Evil movie where they're playing with the zombie virus. If you think back to that movie, all the guys in those white suits with the masks.
Right.
Even though it doesn't really help you from that virus, it's a movie. They turn into zombies and kill everyone. But behind that, the suit and the environment they're in, with like you walk in the door and it zaps you with like I almost said disintegration, but
yeah, I got you. Disinfectant.
Disinfectant. That's the word I'm looking for. So it zaps you with a disinfectant, and then you go into the next room, and you're all like cleaning stuff, and you wash your hands 50 million times. That's a Class A clean room.
Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, I like that side of real estate too, where you're taking an old dilapidated building, turning it back around into a workspace where people can come in and work. I think that's a big part of the business culture now too, is those collaborative workspaces. We were talking with Joseph Warren the other day about that.
Oh, I love collaborative workspaces. I'm actually building my own new office building. And I told my designers on my team, I'm like, I want no internal load-bearing walls. I want to be able to move this thing around however I want. We're going to have pods set up.
Yeah.
We're going to have design teams of 5 people, all in U-shaped desks that basically all face each other. So they're going to be working in pods. It's going to be awesome.
That's really cool. Yeah, I look back, to some of my, you always think about business failures and successes. In one of my previous businesses, I had a really good operation running when it was just one big open space. I could see there was, everybody was kind of, working, processing, doing their deals, doing what they needed to do. And then when I moved from that office to another office and it was closed off, a bunch of rooms, the productivity declined. Wonder why, right? What are they playing? What are they doing? You don't, it's the atmosphere changes and there's no accountability.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, like with design, you want a group of people working off of each other.
Yeah.
And you want a group of people. It's much easier if I want to talk to Jonathan from WeBeam TV for me to go, hey, Jonathan, did you see the new Avengers movie? And for him to spoil it for everyone in the room that hasn't, then it would be for me to leave my office to ask him that question. And I can follow up that question with, are we going to open that bar up in Pasco County?
Yeah.
He gives me a thumbs up, and that's going to be exciting when you talk to him after the show about that. But that's the interaction I get because the 6 of us right now are all around the table,
right?
As opposed to me having to go to the next room to ask Jonathan when my next appearance is.
Sure. Yeah. There's a lot of applications to that. So no load-bearing walls. So those are the decisions that you can help homeowners with.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And it really opens it up for interior design, because if the interior designer comes in and knows they don't have any load-bearing walls to deal with, that really could open up the workspace. Because I'd say 80% of the home remodels we do, we're removing the wall between the kitchen and the living room. That creates a huge open box, and you have to be able to create using rugs and recliners. You have to be able to create interior rooms without walls, or rooms without borders.
Yeah, there you go.
Or nations without borders, or something without borders. So I'm excited.
Like it.
Interior design is just awesome, especially with these open concepts and achieving the best flow.
Yeah, that's great. We're going to hear more from Debbie with that, kind of have her take on the way that she's utilizing the spaces and the existing furnishings from homeowners' perspective as well. So really good. So when we come back, we're going to follow up more with Paulina, a.k.a. the party guru. We got Debbie Perez in the house as well, Tweak Your Space, and, of course, Leo Kane, Barrel Engineering. Coming up, we have our feel-good story of the week. You're not going to want to miss this one. The accident brought me to her. Paralyzed groom walks bride down the aisle. Stay with us here. Consumer Quarterback Show. We'll be right back after this short break.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP Realty, and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. Looking for real estate agents to join our team right now. We have a plethora of leads, so many leads coming in, we can't keep up, and we need help with them. So both buyers, sellers, we got investors, so many leads. My phones are ringing off the hook. We need help looking for real estate agents. Please refer a good one if you know one. ConsumerQB.com. You can submit the form. Contact us through ConsumerQB.com. Consumer Quarterback Show, of course. And Mary Maids is our official cleaning partner. We want you reaching out to Mary Maids. They're going to clean your home. They clean all of our real estate properties. And satisfaction is guaranteed by Mary Maids. Relax, it's done. Let Mary Maids take care of your summer cleaning. They are the recipients of the Women's Choice Award. America's most recommended cleaning services is Mary Maids, our official partner. All right, back here in studio, we're helping you win in any marketplace. Leo Kane's in the house. Paulina as well, representing Amici's Catering, a.k.a. the Party Guru. And Debbie Perez, Tweak Your Space. So let's go back to Leo and then kind of bring in our partners here. So, Leo, when you're designing these open spaces, it allows for events. It allows for, changes in interior design. It all allows for, parties on some occasion as well.
Yeah, anytime I'm knocking down the wall between the kitchen and the living room, I am thinking, how can I fit a carving station there for a pot roast?
Yeah.
Or for a turkey or a large ham? Where do I put my drink station? Do I roll in my own alcohol cart? I mean, these are all decisions that go through my mind when I'm knocking the wall down and turning a 5x10 kitchen into a 20x30 luxurious. My mind goes
space,
crazy with the open space, and I just want to know how many food stations I can put in there,
Yeah.
how many different cuisines I can have, what's the proper number of cuisines that I can intermix. I wish I could speak to a caterer.
Yeah, there you go. So
If you only knew one.
perfect
Only knew
transition
one.
there, Paulina.
Wow, I mean, that's amazing. And I think about the same thing when I am in the kitchen. How many action stations could I put up here? Is my chef going to be able to cook on the spot for everybody here with like a pasta flaming station, and where will the hors d'oeuvres go? All that good stuff.
Yeah.
But, I love having parties at the home. We like to cater for as little as 10 people. It's like more of an intimate party. You get to meet our friendly staff. People have worked with us for like 10 or 20 years. They all try to hook me up with their nephews.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, it's not happening. But, as we're walking into May, today's a really big day for Amicis. It's our 35th year anniversary.
Wow. Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
35 years.
Same owner, Michael Amando, still passionate, running around the kitchen today, helping with everything and everyone,
Super cool.
He's such an amazing person to work for, and that's probably why our employees have been there for so long.
Yeah.
So, we've been catering weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, like I was saying, intimate dinners. Corporate meetings is something that our sales have truly jumped into a lot this year, like seminars and lunch and learns. We work with a lot of, reps that, bring lunches into different corporations and things like that. But I did want to share with you how a catered meal will close your next deal at your office.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So now you're showing off some food that we brought today. I'm actually bottling that scent in a perfume soon.
Yeah. So if you're watching our TV show version on WeBeam TV, or maybe you're catching a replay on Facebook or Instagram, check out this beautiful. So why don't you go top to bottom there and tell us what we got? What are we looking at here?
Is that for us?
That is
It's a
for
share-
all of
it's a
us.
share plate.
We have a couple of different things here. We have some beef Wellington, some chicken and waffles. We have some Thai chicken wings there. Gosh, and I believe those are crab cakes right there on the
you got
side.
shrimp cakes with lemon aioli.
That's right.
You've got the chicken souvlaki.
Souvlaki, yes.
Yeah, beef Wellington, sun-dried tomato.
That's right. And what's really cool and different, Amicis, is in the 35 years, they've evolved into being able to cater for every ethnicity. So when we actually have monthly tastings, for example, if you're getting married, you should know about date night at Amici's. It's every second Thursday of every month, where you and your fiance and your entourage, you get the opportunity to come in, meet our executive chef, try a wide variety of our food. We really wheel you out at the end. And we show the love to all the vendors we work with, like Spunky Spirits, which is a bartender that comes on location and makes your parties even more amazing. Because food and drinks are
the spirits, right?
most important,
Yeah.
So I was going to share with you the 5 ways real quick, and that was
Sure.
When you cater a meal at your office, you get to control the environment.
Okay.
You'll be on equal footing because they can't get distracted by anything at their office. you'll have that captive time, share a little personal experience, where the food could bring you back to different memories, and you'll create that shared experience. But most of all, you leave them in gratitude. They're just so happy for creating this food, and then it happens to be delicious because we put so much care and passion into all of our food. So I guarantee Amicis can help you seal the deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Seal the deal. The meals are going to help you do that. And the catering side for your business, for parties, I mean, think outside the box. Think of how you can incorporate that. And maybe, you know, if you just joined us, by the way, I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. We're talking with Paulina, a.k.a. the party guru, representing Amicis Caterer Cuisine. And when you think about business today, you think about, traditionally, what are people doing? A lot of times business owners, they get caught up in doing the same thing year after year. Mix it up, throw a party, throw a VIP event once a quarter, and invite your best clients in, and that's a great opportunity for people to do that.
Absolutely, because people do business with people they like. So if you get to share that experience of food, you get a little personal, and business can go on forever and ever.
Yeah, absolutely. And John's showing pictures of your website here. The food looks amazing on the website as well. Amicis Catering.com, AmicicCatering.com, AMICIS Catering.com. So I love the idea. You know, of course, I do our monthly gratitude parties for our show. We're mixing it up. We're throwing some pretty big. We're going to start spreading them out a little bit more, doing a little bit more of a bigger event and bigger venues than we've been doing. We do them at the radio station and things like that. Nikki brought the food to the radio station last week. Yeah. So that was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and what's really cool about us is that we cater at over 100 different venues in the area. So if you are looking for a venue to have your next party, you just go on AmicisCatering.com and boom, there they all are.
Yeah. We had Dominique on the show with Rustic Steel. He's got that firehouse number 5 or number 9 downtown or in the South Tampa area. You guys familiar with that place?
Mm-hmm. That's the wings place or the burger place?
It's a huge event space, and I think he rents it out. I'm not sure if he lives there, but I haven't seen it. I'm doing a site visit, so I'm excited about it. It's really, really nice. So we're going to do a big event there next month.
Definitely. There's so many new venues opening up. I really would love to meet all the new venues that are opening up in the area.
Right.
Email me, talk to me.
Construction, right? Yeah.
Construction.
A lot of the construction going on around Tampa Bay, it's such a driver with the real estate space, the commercial space. There's a lot of activity in those areas. Residential's heavy, commercial's heavy. One of the areas that I see potentially making a draw back would be more of the larger retail. We've talked about that, Leo, on the show before, where you have the effects of the Amazon.coms, the online sites that you can purchase. I don't have to go through the list. You know who they are. And I think that's going to affect the community somewhat with commercial retail. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then for all of them that start having, grand openings and such, that's a really great way where we can help them and send our servers and pass some hors d'oeuvres around and celebrate your new business.
That's right. And I'll say this too, it's more affordable than you might think.
Absolutely. We definitely try to be competitive. And this isn't, I always say, when you're about to go off this world, you're not going to be able to bring your diamond rings with you. It's going to be those amazing memories that you create with the people, and you might as well have some good food while you're doing it.
Yeah, I like it. Absolutely. That's what you want to do. You want to mix it up. You want to have events. You want to do parties, and especially when it comes to rewarding your loyal customer base.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it. So AmicisCatering.com. We want you reaching out. Now, when you're on Instagram, you're going to hashtag. Your hashtag is yourgirlpaulina.
That's right. I'm your girl Paulina.
What are they going to see on there?
What they're going to see is everything related to Amicis. I belong to a lot of networking groups. I create a lot of relationships with the people in the community, and you're always going to see me out doing something really positive with the company and feeding everybody possible.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially when the hurricane was around. It was crazy. We were the only people with power, and we were able to feed all the people that were putting the power back up.
Yeah.
We were there catering their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you're welcome, Pinellas County.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a public service that companies like yours does.
Yeah.
That is, a lot of times it's it's kind of like in baseball, football. We used to have the unsung hero award. It's the person that's doing a lot of the grunt work. They may not get the exposure of the MVP would, the most valuable player, the offensive player of the year, but that's something that has definitely a place in our community.
Yeah. I thought you were about to start talking about sports. I was getting lost for a second.
Hey, this is a quarterback show, man. You never know where it's going to go. This is the quarterback show. We're going to have all types of metaphors and analogies.
Get nervous for a second.
We might confuse you a little bit, when it comes to that. But the hockey side, what's happening with hockey, Leo? You following it?
Tampa Bay Lightning's they won 4-1 they won 4-1 the day before this was recorded.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So I don't follow as much, but on the Lightning side, even playoffs, I don't know. I'm just my head's down making all these business moves. So we're excited about things in Tampa Bay. The quarterback show's growing. A lot of cool things here.
How about the Threshers? Who follows the Threshers?
That's the baseball team in Clearwater.
Yeah,
I go over there.
We're their official caterer.
Are you really?
Year.
Okay. Yeah.
So you gotta come.
I've been to some of the suites. See, I got to get the invite to the suite. I know you get a suite.
Yes, we do. Oh, that's coming up in August.
Okay.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's a good stadium. That's a really nice stadium, man. Yeah. They did a good investment over there in infrastructure at the Clearwater Stadium.
I'd love to help the Tampa Bay Lightning. I feel like they need a little amicis in their life.
I think they might. They might, especially after they hear this.
They're doing so great, but they could do even better. I could help.
There you go. Yeah, the chicken and waffles.
How about that beef Wellington?
Yeah, there you go. Excellent. All right, stay with us here. When we come back, more from our expert contributors, and we're going to have our feel-good story of the week. Top 10 coming up, too. The top 10 songs about Florida sunshine. And the accident brought me to her. Paralyzed groom walks bride down the aisle. Stay with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace. Facebook, check out facebook.com, Quarterback Show. You got Instagram, at Brandon Rhymes1 on Twitter as well. Connect with us online and follow our pages. We'd love to add value to your life in any way. We'll be right back. Short break.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Trisha up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Quarterback Show. It's hard to stay focused with all this food floating around the studio.
I'm about to dig in on some crab cakes over here.
Amicis Catering brought in all kinds of great food today. Excellent stuff. All types of food. We got sun-dried tomatoes, beef Wellington, chicken and waffles as an appetizer or as a hors d'oeuvre.
Hors d'oeuvre.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Chicken Slovakia.
Yeah.
And shrimp cakes. All kinds of good stuff here in studio. Leo's going to have a taste. John had some. I can't have any. I got to talk right now, so I'll save that for later. But a couple of hot listings I want to let you know about from Platinum MVP Realty here. Brandon Rhymes, I'm the owner of Platinum, and we got a hot listing on Himes Avenue in Tampa. 15648 North Himes Avenue, North Forest Village. 5 bedrooms, 4 bath, $485,000. Actually just reduced down to $479, I believe, $477 range. Beautiful property in the Carrollwood area of Tampa, North Forest Village. Beautiful property at 15648 North Himes Avenue. And check it out. It's on a cul-de-sac. It's got a beautiful pool and a very quiet street there. Country living at its best there. 6601 Crickle Avenue in Riverview, Bloomingdale. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, reduced down to $325. This is a hot property, over 3,300 square feet. And you've got a large fenced-in backyard. There's even a tree house for the kids, and you've got a 3-car bay garage for anyone that likes that. And that'll be a lot of fun.
Sounds like a perfect party house.
Yeah, right. There you go. Have a party. All right. So we want to give a shout out here to Brio Tuscan Grill International Plaza, our restaurant partners. Brio Tuscan Grill at the International Plaza, and they are bringing the Tuscan feel to the International Mall. Enjoy the best Italian fare dining experience. Now, they got a special going on at Brio. They have a free appetizer. All you have to do is mention the Consumer Quarterback Show, and they're going to hook you up with a free appetizer next time you go into the mall. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on that offer and get that free appetizer over there. So back here in studio, we're helping you win in any marketplace. That is our goal. And being the consumer advocate here in the Tampa Bay market, we are bringing it in and we're compiling all of the best experts in over 80 categories of business and finance. We're vetting them. We're making sure that we're providing consumer advocate advice. And we've got CPAs, attorneys, financial advisors, so many ways that we can help you here. Of course, we're heavy on the real estate side as well, with inspections, with all types of areas of business and finance, marketing, and of course, the different sides of the real estate space is where we're going to help you as well. So speaking of real estate, let's bring in Debbie Perez. Tweak Your Space. So residential interior design is the bulk of your business. You utilize unique and existing furniture. That's the unique twist, is that you're utilizing the furniture that's already there, so the homeowner doesn't have to go out and spend all this extra money.
Correct. And we're using things that they love. So creating a nurturing space and being surrounded by the things that you love creates happiness.
Yeah.
So I've been in Tampa for most of my life, and I'm one of those people that knew at an early age that she wanted to be an interior decorator. Well, yeah. I wanted to be an interior decorator and a veterinarian, but
you had to choose one, right?
I got chosen for me really quick because I got asked to assist my veterinarian to worm my horse. And so, I'm one of those girls that knew exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah. I wanted to be an interior designer. So, so Tweak Your Space, how it came about, people ask me, what got you started in this? What gave you the idea? So Tweak Your Space is a culmination of a lifetime of beautifying the spaces around me. As a young girl, I was in the hospital, in and out of the hospital. I had a heart condition for the first 6 years of my life. And so I watched my mother transform my hospital rooms from those dark, uninviting spaces into warm, comforting rooms. Yeah, it just took a few personal items and all the right places. Yeah. It really gave me a lot of comfort and helped me feel secure and healing.
That's huge. Yeah, your environment is one of the major drivers from a psychological standpoint. And even when you think about sales, or I do some personal development speaking and things like that. Mm-hmm. When you think about the environment that people are in, they got the dark shades pulled back. You pull if you ever pull the shades back, there's dust everywhere. Just think about your space and the way that it's going to affect your living, your life, your psychology, your self-concept, the way that you think about yourself. It's huge.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Yeah, she taught me that our environment sets the tones for our lives. Just a simple change can drastically alter how we feel about ourselves and how we approach life. So, once I realized that and how important an oasis is for us to have a place where we could truly feel at ease, I was hooked.
Yeah, whenever I was younger too, one of my things was I would put football pictures up, or different action shots all over the place, sports, and I was in the rodeo as well, so I had I loved horses as well. But some people I think are more visual than others, so it feels like you seem like you want to put up too many pictures, and some people are like, whoa, this is way too cluttered. What are you doing? Even in your personal space or dorm rooms, I'm talking about like when you're younger. But yeah, so Debbie Perez here in studio, and I'm your host Brandon Rhymes. So we're talking about tweak your space and ways that you can utilize your existing area on a limited budget. You don't have to go out and buy all of this new stuff. That's what a lot of the other interior design companies are going to do. They're going to come in and say, hey, well, I recommend we buy this. I've got the great manufacturer that's going to give you this discounts, but it still ends up costing a lot of money.
Right. So it's a little bit more challenging to use what you already have. And then we offer a program where you can add new items.
Yep.
So is design your space using what you already have. We call it shopping in your house. And then we infuse new items to give you a fresh new look. And we start from scratch. For me, it's a little bit easier to start from scratch, but I love the challenge of creating a space using what you already have to suit your needs.
Now, what about budget-wise? Do you work with specific budgets there?
I work with all budgets.
Okay.
We pride ourselves in creating beautiful spaces with the budget you set for us.
And you got some tips, some different tips. We'd like to give some consumer advocate tips. So when we think about tweaking your space, what are some tips that you might give out?
Well, I created an ebook, the 12 tips to tweak your way to a happy space. You can get that on the tweakyourspace.com website. But I want to leave you with or tell you about the bonus tip.
Okay.
And the bonus tip is, when in doubt, don't worry. Use these 2 cliches.
Okay.
Bigger is better and less is more.
Okay.
Our furniture needs room to breathe.
Okay.
So use one larger item is better than using a bunch of smaller items.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with clutter in your space.
Right.
Studies show that clutter competes for your attention. It drastically reduces your performance and increases stress, and no one wants that.
Yeah, even with the real estate space, you think about selling real estate, as I do. I list a lot of properties. We have buyer agent team. That's definitely true. The minimizing. You want to remove personal items, pictures if you're selling, and then just from a business perspective, simplicity sells and complexity repels. When you're trying to sell something, simplicity, make it simple. Typically, I've been to Tony Robbins, a lot of his events, and what a lot of the experts talk about is 3. Our mind can remember up to 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Oop, too many. You go to 4. Whoa, that's too many. So our mind can work that way. So tweak your space, helping people in all of the Tampa Bay area here.
Yes, working.
Excellent. Yeah. So what about recliners? Let's talk about that. So
where I have this thing where I say I believe that candles should be lit, and if you need a recliner in your family room, you need to go to bed.
Go to bed if you got to recline. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
it's chandeliers or ceiling jewelry. I have these little things that I say, and it's a pet peeve of mine. The recliner, it really steals the show in a space. It takes up a lot of real estate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, but not always, they're brown and burgundy and they're humongous.
Yeah.
But not to worry.
Yeah.
There's other comfy options that we can use, and I always make sure that I give our recliner users a special place in their own home.
In their own home for their recliner.
If I remove the recliner.
Yeah. I think a lot of people like to just recline and put on a TV show and fall asleep there.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So
and
I just say, a lot of times they're sitting right in front of the TV, so they're really occupying the prime real estate in the family room, the living room. So that's why I know I get a lot of flack for that, but
no, it's a different perspective. Each perspective is going to have different angles. So when you think about real estate, I want to talk about real estate. I want to talk about somebody that may be trying to sell their real estate. Right. What are some tips there?
Well, declutter when they're trying to sell the real estate, and take your personal touches out so people can see themselves living in the space.
Right.
Which is kind of the opposite of what I do with Tweak Your Space. On the other end, I'm infusing your personality so you can, your spaces should be a reflection of you.
Right.
And your things tell incredible stories.
Yeah.
And it's the opposite when you're selling your house. You want to make your space be as neutral as possible. So people walking in, they can just see themselves moving right in.
Yeah, I like it. That's right. That's great advice, and it's going to help whenever you go in and you interior design from the beginning of the listing. The days on the market are going to cost you money. Literally, if you're at 90, 120 days and you're going past that, buyers are thinking, hey, what about this property? Why is it not selling? We want you reaching out to Debbie Perez, Tweak Your Space. She's going to help you understand more about how to design that space, and it's not going to cost you a lot of extra money because she's going to utilize the materials that that you already have there, the furnishings and whatnot. She might bring in some throw rugs and some throw shawls and all those cool, what are they called? The little throw blankets and pillows and all that good stuff.
My favorite, personal favorite.
Nice. Okay, awesome. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to have our lightning round. We're also going to have our feel-good story of the week, top 10 coming up as well, and more from our expert contributors here in studio. Leo Kane, Paula is in the house from Amicis Catering, Debbie Perez, Tweak Your Space, and here's our feel-good story you don't want to miss. The accident brought me to her. Paralyzed groom walks the bride down the aisle. Stay with us here. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online.
Ian Beckles here with...
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation. Visit Pasco County, Florida.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty, and your host here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're looking for business owners, just a few select categories that we're looking for right now to appear on our show and be featured as an expert contributor. We'd love to talk to you out there if you have a business, especially if it's a niche business that we haven't talked about before here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We'd love to talk to you about it. So we want you reaching out to our Consumer Advocate Hotline, 813-670-7372. You can give us a call, 813-670-7372. ConsumerQB.com. Check out our website, ConsumerQB.com. Plethora of information available for you at our website, ConsumerQB.com. I want to give a shout out to Steve Gunnan and his team over at Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. They take care of me as well here. They've got the IVs that you get hooked up on. Got awesome vitamins in there, V's, the B's, the C's. They throw the whole alphabet in there for you. It's great. You got the fatigue fighter. You got weight loss, detoxification, ozone therapy, anti-aging, health and wellness, performance, and so much more. They are located on West Shore Boulevard right here in South Tampa, and they are in the Dalton Dental Building. All right, so back here in studio, I've got our all-star cast in here today. Leo Kane, Barrel Engineering, Paulina, a.k.a. the Party Guru, and Debbie Perez with Tweak Your Space in the house here. So we have our feel-good story of the week. Every day, we're going to tell you something positive. We want to tell you a feel-good story here.
Tell me something good.
So after a football accident in 2010 left him paralyzed from the neck down, Chris Norton was told there was only a 3% chance that he would ever walk again. But last weekend, he walked with his beautiful bride down the aisle. Norton, 26, was confined to a wheelchair for the past 7 years. He played football for Luther College North, but his career ended on 2010 when he suffered a spinal cord injury, making a tackle during a game. He also he fractured his C3 and C4 vertebrae and had a 3% chance of ever moving anything below his neck again. And this is an awesome story here. So he says, I wasn't going to accept that. He told people, and I was going to be a part of that 3%. When Norton went back to school, he wondered if he'd ever find a woman who would want to spend her life with him. Can you imagine that, being in that position, someone to spend my life with, but I'm in a wheelchair now. He decided to give online dating a try, and that's when he met Emily Summers. The connection was so strong that she didn't even notice his wheelchair. I was waiting for that girl who made me feel alive and someone I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, and then here comes Emily. I knew she was the one. He told people the accident brought me to her, and that's the biggest thing. So Norton now works full-time as a motivational speaker, and he wants to give people hope, inspiration that they can overcome anything they're going through. So that's a real cool story. I saw that actually on Instagram. I think it was Tim Tebow reposted that on his page. Pretty cool story. Did you guys see that one by chance?
Yeah.
See the video? He gets up out of the wheelchair and he's struggling a little bit, and he makes it down the aisle. It's so cool. Really cool. And I think back to a lot of my football hits. I mean, there's a couple hits I had with, you wake up, you get the pinched nerve, you see the stars, and you're like, man, it could have easily been me. Mm-hmm. Many years of playing football like that. But so there's our feel-good story of the week. Don't you feel better now? You hear that story?
I love.
Yeah.
Any wedding story is awesome, but that one's exceptionally
great. That's awesome, right? Yeah. So, all right, you guys ready for the top 10? We got our top 10 here. So,
Are these just songs with the word son in the title?
These are something like that, along that.
I think I can roll with this.
Yeah, we got our top 10 here. We're going to do the top 10. So, top 10 songs about sunshine for your Florida vacation playlist. Let's go with Leo. Leo, what you got?
Let's go with Ghost does a cover of this song, so let's see if it's on the list. Here Comes the Sun.
That's going to be on the sun. That is the Beatles. Here Comes the Sun.
It's Ghost BC.
That's the original artist?
No, that's the cover band.
Oh, okay.
It's a black metal rendition of it.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Okay. I didn't figure you'd come up with something like that. Yeah. All right, so Leo actually got number 3 on the list there. Let's try to top him there, Paulina.
Let's go back to the basics. You are my sunshine.
Let's see.
Sunshine.
Walking.
Huh?
Yes. You are my sunshine of my life. Stevie Wonder.
Yep, that's
we'll
the
give
one.
you credit. That's what you meant, right?
That's exactly
You are the sunshine of my life, Stevie Wonder. Number 2. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
There we go. Debbie, you're up.
Okay, I've got Sunshine on a Cloudy Day.
Sunshine on a Cloudy Day. What's the name of that song? Walking on Sunshine? Is that it?
Is it about my girl?
Walking on Sunshine must be number 1 because you keep saying that one over and over again.
Yeah, it is. Walking on Sunshine's number 1. I blew the list, didn't I?
The Temptations, My Girl. That's it.
My Girl. Yeah, I like
My
that
Girl.
one. It does have sunshine in there.
Yeah, I've got sunshine.
So we got sunny. We got a lot of sunny days here in Florida. And let's see. So the top 10, we already had the top 3.
Is Aquarius on the list?
Say again?
Aquarius?
Yeah, Let the Sun Shine In.
Yeah, Fifth Dimension.
That one's in there. You got Sheryl Crow, Soak Up the Sun. Got a little bit of Ain't No Sunshine, Bill Withers.
How about some Elton John?
Elton John is in there. Don't Let the Sun Go Down.
Nice.
Elton John. Is he Googling over there?
I have
no. I'm so impressed.
It's music trivia. I got to be on my
Yeah,
game.
So there's your top 10 list, having some fun. All right, let's jump into our lightning round.
The lightning round.
I am so good at lightning round. I majored in lightning round.
All right, top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Leo Cannyn, you're up first.
Next time you make chicken and waffles, throw a couple of marshmallows on top.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yep, that's the amicis right there talking.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, well, I know. It just came to me. I have no idea where I came up with that idea.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a good one.
He stole it, right, Paulina?
I got a good one. Ready? When purchasing a home, look out for all those little nooks to make sure you have the best party ever.
Okay.
Fit in your catering, that photo booth, whatever else you need.
Yeah, planning. You're planning ahead. You're thinking a layer deeper, right? I like it. All right. So top tips, Debbie Perez. Give us some tips.
Awesome.
Interior design.
Some tips.
When you're here's something. When it comes to the interior design space, there's a client. Okay, so I know this is something that I have in my business. You know, the managing client expectations, right?
Yeah.
So let's speak to that, because whenever I come into a real estate transaction, there's about 100 things that can go wrong. You know, from the buyer to the lender to the title to the whole. You know, there's a lot of moving parts. So maybe, you know, how do you manage expectations? You know, with your clients, how do you set the tone, I guess?
Well, here at Tweak Your Space, we're very transparent. So everything that we do is on the website, from pricing to the whole process. So managing the expectations is we really talk realistic expectations as far as like what you want to spend, because they set the budget. So
Right.
we walk through their home and look at what they have and take photographs, take inventory, and then we sit and we talk about real budgets. And I want to make sure that I create spaces that meet their expectations. I don't under-design or over-design. I hit that mark with the budget that they have in mind.
I like it.
Yeah, and give them completely, fully decorated spaces all within that budget.
And you hear a lot these days about instant gratification.
Right.
How does that apply to your space?
Well, instant gratification, we do this all in a day. So imagine you go away for the day and my crew and I come in and transform your spaces all in that day.
Nice.
That's
cool.
Yeah, whether it's one space or an entire house. I think our record is 14 spaces in a day.
Wow.
So it's down to the candles are lit. There's flowers on the table. You can have a dinner party that night.
So 14 separate rooms?
Yes.
Okay.
Long day.
Wow, that's
a lot
cool.
of managing.
Yeah.
A lot of coordination.
Yeah, that's awesome. Transform your space, and I tell you, it's going to make you feel better. You're gonna have so much more energy. You're just going to be, I would say, healthier as well, both from a mental standpoint. It's going to translate from the mind, you know, because the mind leads the body, right?
Right. Absolutely.
So that's what leads to depression when people have these, you know, dark they're covered the windows. There's dust everywhere. You know, you got the old curtain from the 1980s that you never threw away. You know, those types of scenarios, it's going to affect your overall wellness of life.
Right.
So, all right, let's do another round here. Leo Cannyn, top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom.
Well, here's one I learned. I'm still on food because I'm staring at food.
Yeah.
Here's one I learned last night. If you're going to sear top your chops and then put them in the oven, take some foil and wrap it around the bones so the bones don't burn.
Ah, interesting. Okay. I like that. Cooking tip from Leo Cannyn.
I watch a lot of cooking television. So.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
I like Iron Chef.
Do you ever watch old Trisha Yearwood, Garth Brooks' wife? You know who Garth Brooks is?
Yeah, those are singers.
Well, she's got a show now. She's got a cooking show.
On Food Network?
One of the networks.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Jonathan's. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I watch a lot of Iron Chef, Chopped. Chopped is always so serious.
Really?
He's like, why are you in this competition? I'm trying to survive cancer and I need this $10,000 for a medical treatment. Sorry, you've been chopped.
Too bad. The sob story doesn't work today.
Not today. But yeah, definitely. Just wrap a little foil around the bone. It actually keeps the bone from burning and makes a better presentation.
Good stuff. All right, so final tip, Paulina, a.k.a. the party guru.
Yes. Well, I mean, this just means a lot to me. Just look for any reason to celebrate life. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like I said before, you're not going to be able to take your physical things with you, but your memories you'll always have, and they should be delicious and amazing. Because I remember when I had my first party ever catered, that's all that really mattered was my makeup and the food that you guys got to eat.
That's right. Celebrate.
Priorities.
Yeah, there's always a reason to celebrate, right? Always a reason. And celebrate life every day. Every day is a celebration, right? Every day is a gift.
And every day could be catered.
Could be catered. That's right. Amicis Catering. Reach out to them. And amiciscatering.com. All of our expert contributors can be found at consumerqb.com. You'll see links there to all of our expert contributors, everybody that you hear on our show. So we'd love for you to work with our team, the quarterback team. And I'll tell you what, we've never had any negative responses, any negative complaints about any of the referrals, connections we made. Think of me as your super connector, and we're going to hook you up. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food, some clothing, something left over. Hand it to that person that you see in need. Be a force for good in the community. It's so easy to do that. And be a force for good in the community. Follow us on Facebook, Brandon Rhymes PA, Quarterback Show, Consumer Quarterback Show, at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter. And we'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show. Weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.